I, Rick Perry, Governor of the State of Texas, by the authority vested in me by Article 3, Section 5, and Article 4, Section 8 of the Texas Constitution, do hereby call an extraordinary session of the 82nd Legislature to convene in the City of Austin, commencing at 8 a.m. Tuesday, May 31st, 2011, for the following purposes. To consider legislation relating to fiscal matters necessary for the implementation of House Bill Number 1 as passed by the 82nd Legislature regular session, including measures that will allow school districts to operate more efficiently. To consider legislation relating to health care cost containment, access to services through managed care, and the creation of economic and structural incentives to improve the quality of Medicaid services. The Secretary of State will take notice of this action and will notify the members of the legislature of my action. In testimony hereof, I hereby hereto sign my name and have officially caused the seal of state to be affixed at my office in the city of Austin, Texas, on this 30th day of May, 2011. Rick Perry, Governor of Texas.
Members, we're working to coordinate with the Senate the items that are in the call from the governor. It's our hope that by tomorrow we'll have a good idea of what the work schedule is. I know everyone is tired and wants to have a break and reconnect with our communities and our families. So it'll be more apparent tomorrow what the schedule will look like, but it is our hope that you could have a weekend at home and maybe a long weekend at home. Members, Mr. Hochberg, for what purpose?
A parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
Mr. Speaker, just since this is a special session, I know different rules are in effect. Is there a different rule on, well, let me ask you this. How much notice would you anticipate we would have for any committees that might meet meetings, since people are going to be going back and forth from home to here on a little different schedule?
Rule 4, Section 11, which is a 24-hour posting rule.
So we can
public hearing.
So we can anticipate that we wouldn't have any public hearings that would be on a shorter schedule than that if committees were going to meet at all later on this week.
For a public hearing.
Right, but we could of course always suspend to do or always post a public meeting or a work session.
That's right.
On a shorter schedule than that.
That's correct.
Since there have, I think, only been one House bill filed at this point that shows up on T-lists, I guess what I'm trying to get at is, would you anticipate that anything that gets filed and referred tomorrow would be heard tomorrow, or would we have more? Do we need to be here tomorrow to attend a committee hearing if we might be on a particular committee, or would we have 24 hours notice typically that was going to happen?
Mr. Hochberg, it's the chair's intention to announce a work schedule tomorrow that should address that question. But
okay, but that could include meetings tomorrow then.
Representative Hochberg, it's possible committees can meet tomorrow, but it's up to the chairman of the committees as the bills are filed.
I see. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Parliamentary inquiry, Mr. Speaker. Yes, Mr. Speaker, do you have a sense of which committees will be taking up these bills? Just in case the rest of us want to.
Mr. Turner, as Mr. Hochberg indicated, at this point there's only been one bill filed, and we are working with the Senate to coordinate the bill referrals and filings.
Okay. So
at this time, I can't answer that question.
Okay, you don't know which committees will any of the bills will be going to at this time?
I don't know at this time. Mr. Villarreal, for what purpose?
To ask a question. And sorry if this has already been covered. Given that the Senate has filed, it appears, all the big bills, is it appropriate to assume that the Senate is going to start the process and we'll catch their bills?
Mr. Villarreal, we're working with the Senate to coordinate which body will be working on which bills first, and no final determinations have been made.
Okay. Thank you.